Welcome to Type C Tech Reviews. Today we're going to be doing a review of the Gigabyte G32QC 32-inch gaming monitor. I'm going to go over the pros and the cons and my own real life experience that I've had with this monitor. And if at any point during the video you want to check out this exact same monitor, I'll have Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. I do got you guys, but let's jump into the first pro. And the first pro obviously is that screen real estate. 32 inches is big. This is a 16:9, so not an ultra wide, but a 16:9 normal aspect ratio. You got screen real estate and you got that curve. This is a curved gaming monitor at 1500 R curve, which is a pretty intense curve. It's not as crazy as like the Samsung Odyssey, but this is still way more curved than most monitors. This does a lot for immersion in game. Now this is a VA panel, but it does have pretty good stats. Let's go through those. It's got 124% of the sRGB color space, so it's got really good color accuracy. A lot of VA panels do hit that, but the brightness is the big one, 350 nits. This is not normal for the size of this monitor. In fact, I've done a review of a similar monitor, an Asus 32-inch VA panel. Pretty sure it did not have the brightness this thing has. I was expecting it to be on the dimmer side. I'm typically using 400 nit to 450 nit panels every day as my daily driver. This thing was not really lacking. It's 32 inches, so it's big and it's bright at 350 nits. And obviously this is a 1440p panel, which is great for gaming. 4K is gonna cost well over $1,000, so that's already out of the price range. This thing only costs like $350, which is crazy. But 1440p is something good where if you have a nice GPU, you'll be able to hit the refresh rate, and it does not look pixelated in game. Obviously at 32 inches, 4K would be nice, but then you're gonna need a really beefy GPU, and it's gonna cost a lot of money. So if you wanna stay budget like this one, 1440p is good, and honestly, I don't notice it being a problem at all. And that's gonna move us right into the refresh rate. This is 165 hertz with 1 millisecond response time. Those are great stats. I mean, remember, you're getting this big monitor. You're getting 165 hertz, you're getting 1 millisecond response time. It's all 350 bucks. All right, moving to the next pro, this has FreeSync Premium Pro, which is not just marketing. There's 3 levels of FreeSync. There's FreeSync, FreeSync Premium, and then FreeSync Premium Pro. So you are getting the nicest FreeSync. Yes, you don't have G-Sync on this thing, but do you expect that at 350 bucks? Moving to the next pro, the contrast is actually really good, and you expect that because it's a VA panel, but it does have HDR 400, so if you guys are into HDR, you're gonna love this monitor. Contrast is really, really good. The next pro is this monitor can also be VESA mounted with a 100 by 100 millimeter VESA mount. This is great if you want to do some monitor arm action, and we're gonna get into that in the next pro, which is the weight of it. This thing weighs just over 12 pounds with just the panel, which is not too much, especially for a big monitor like this. With the stand, you're looking at about 18 pounds, just under 18 pounds, again, which is not bad. But if we're looking just at the panel, if we're looking at 12 pounds, that means you can pick up a monitor arm, which I highly recommend. I do with almost every single monitor that I have. They're super easy to install on your desk. You just clamp it down. There's no screwing involved. And because of the weight of this monitor, even though it's big, you can get a really nice monitor arm for well under $50 and have this thing mounted with a monitor arm, clean up your desk, just looking really epic. I've used a lot of monitor arms, so I'm gonna link the one below that you guys should get, or the one that I recommend. All right, let's go over the ports. This thing has 2 HDMI 2.0, so that's great if you wanna hook it up via HDMI. You get a DisplayPort 1.2, which has all the bandwidth that you're gonna need, 2 USB Type A's, 1 USB Type B, and then an audio jack out, and that is actually more ports than your typical monitor in this price range. So that's fantastic, especially if you want to connect multiple devices to this at once. For instance, if you have your Xbox or your PlayStation hooked up and then as well as your PC, that's a great combo, easily switch between them in the menu. And that is the next pro. The menu is very easy to use. You can get to everything really, really fast. It is all done through a single joystick, which is fantastic. That's absolutely the best way to do it. This is on par with LG's system, the menu system, which is perfect. I have absolutely no problems with the menu system. A lot of companies will like overcomplicate them with like 4 buttons and a joystick. It's like, just use the joystick. You turn it on and off with a joystick. Everything's really easy to use. There's absolutely no learning curve and everything's quick to get to. So great job, Gigabyte. All right, the last pro is the stand and the build quality. This thing is built well. Now the stand is really, really nice at this price point because it's got height adjustability and tilt adjustability. Now it doesn't swivel and it does not rotate. However, I don't really mind those things. Those are two things that I almost never use because I always like to be like 90 degrees. Got a little bit of OCD going on, but tilting is great and the height adjustability is fantastic. That's something that we didn't see on competitors in this price range for VA panels that are 32 inches. Typically you're paying like $400, you're paying a premium to get that nice height adjustable stand, but not with Gigabyte. All right, now let's talk about the single con. There was only one con with this monitor, and that is this is a VA panel, which means there's gonna be ghosting. There's ghosting on almost every VA panel. It's probably the only thing that really is an issue with a VA panel. Now, the ghosting isn't terrible, but it is there. Now, for me personally, I did not mind it at all gaming. It didn't bug me. I don't think it took away from the gaming experience personally, but if you're somebody that like really is nitpicky and it really bugs people, because I know some people like ghosting even just a little bit bugs the heck out of people, then this isn't the monitor for you. But if it doesn't, if you're like me, even though I tend to be pretty OCD, this one didn't bother me at all. I had a freaking fantastic time playing Warzone last night. I got 14 kills in Plunder. I don't think I'm like amazing, but I don't think I'm bad. But overall, I think this is a fantastic deal. $350, you get all those stats, you get a huge monitor, you get that gorgeous curve that's so immersive. I honestly could not recommend this enough. Again, if you wanna go check out this monitor, there's Amazon links below for the US, UK, and Canada. And if this video helped you out and you guys enjoy gaming monitor reviews or just gaming display reviews, I do a ton of those, so please consider subscribing to Type C Tech Reviews. We got a ton more monitor videos coming, so have a fantastic day. This was Type C Tech Reviews, and I'll see you guys later.